Good afternoon, my brothers and sisters. I am happy to join you today with the Wednesday's Hot Bread, and we're going to get right into it. God bless this word. Let it do what it needs to do for those that hear it, and let it be an encouragement to their souls. Today, I want to just talk to you just briefly about from one of my favorite passages of the Bible. It's in Lamentations. Lamentations, the 3rd chapter. We're going to talk about Jeremiah. Jeremiah was having a bad day. He was having one of those moments that even believers, we have them. We have days sometimes where it's just a bad day. Our thoughts are not right. Something is just not happening right, and it might be a down day or just a day that just you're not at the top of your game. And Jeremiah got himself into that situation, and he spent 20 verses thinking about how bad of a time that he had, recalling in his mind the experiences that he had. And if you go back and take your time and read these first 20 verses in chapter 3, and he goes into great detail talking about the experiences that he had according to his recollection, according to his memory, and how he recalled them. He was on the receiving end of correction. And the way he described it just put me back to mind of when I was a child and on the receiving end of correction, and how it felt to me being now having to have been a child and to receive punishment, and then now being a parent that have issued punishment, seeing both sides of it. I can kind of see this from a different perspective now. Jeremiah, his 20 verses, you get to reading that, you get a picture of a person that thought that they had just been treated so badly, and that they were just in the worst situation that they could possibly be in. And I guess sometimes we're in the same situation when we're getting punished for breaking a curfew, or not doing what we were supposed to do, or missing something that we were supposed to get done and we didn't get it done. And then the punishment came later after you didn't do what you needed to do, and you had to be corrected. And I guess we would probably maybe not use the same words as Jeremiah, but we think back on those whoopings that we got when I was a child, and think about how they felt and how they made you feel, and you thought maybe it was a little too much, or it was this or that. And that's what Jeremiah was. He was just dwelling on it and going deeper and deeper and deeper. For 20 verses, he went on and on about this, and then he finally snapped out of it. And that's what I want to talk to us about. What are you thinking about? What are you dwelling on? What memories are you holding on to and just replaying them in your mind over and over and over? Jeremiah was just going over and getting deeper and deeper in this, and recalling to his mind this. But all it took was one verse to change that. In verse 21, he said, "This I recall." Now, I've been thinking about this other stuff for 20 verses, but all of a sudden, this I recall to my mind. Therefore, I have hope. What did he recall through his mind? That through the Lord's mercies, we are not consumed, because his compassions fail not. They are new every morning. Great is your faithfulness. The Lord is my portion, says my soul. Therefore, I have hope in him. The word hope means trustful expectations. After all of that, he recalled to his mind this thing, that through the Lord's mercies, we are not consumed, we're not overwhelmed, we're not overtaken, we're not defeated. We might be, go to 2 Corinthians 4:9. It talks about all the things that we are not done. We're persecuted. Let's just jump over there real quick. Hard pressed on every side, but we're not crushed. Perplexed, but not in despair. Persecuted, but not forsaken. Struck down, but not destroyed. Brothers and sisters, through the Lord's mercies, we are not consumed, because his compassions fail not. They are new every morning. Great is your faithfulness. So it doesn't matter what you're going through on this day, on this 24 hours, in this moment, that the God has mercies that are enough to get us through this moment, that make sure that we are not consumed through these moments. His compassions never fail. They are new every morning. He issues them out to us. You can't exhaust them for the day. We do a lot of things throughout the day that mercy has to cover us, and God's compassion covers over us and looks out for us, and some things we do intentionally or some things we do unintentionally. But great is his faithfulness, that he issues them to us every morning. So brothers and sisters, I want to encourage you to don't give up. Think on this, that his mercies, through the Lord's mercies, we are not consumed. Every morning, he issues us new mercies, and they start all over. No matter what you did yesterday, if God allows you to see tomorrow, you're going to have new mercies. You're going to have new compassion. Why? Because his faithfulness is not just good. It's not just okay. It's great. Great is his faithfulness toward us. We have a trusted expectation because we put our hope in God. God bless you. Know that we are not consumed, not because of what we do or who we are. It is because of God's God's greatness in our life and his faithfulness to us. God bless you. Hope this encourages your soul.